根据《中华人民共和国反外国制裁法》，中方将对长期搜集涉疆敏感信息、为美方涉疆非法制裁提供依据的美国情报数据公司卡隆等一家机构。
China said on Tuesday that it will sanction a United States company and 2 individuals as a countermeasure to sanctions the US has imposed on Chinese officials and companies over so-called human rights issues in the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. This is your favorite half Chinese. We will get back to what Mao Ning has to say later in the video, so stay tuned. So the United States keeps sanctioning Chinese individuals, including Chinese Uyghurs, they claim to protect, or over not proven and made up stories about forced labor. But what they are actually doing is making it incredibly difficult for Chinese companies, including Chinese Uyghur companies, to hire Uyghurs to work for them. Because you will be accused of forced labor based on fantasy stories. And that will damage their company if they do hire Uyghurs. And it will damage the Uyghurs if they don't hire the Uyghurs. As one can imagine, Uyghurs also need a job, so they can pay their bills and live a happy life. But obviously, the United States does not wish them a happy life. They want to see them in poverty. So in effect, it doesn't help either parties. It is all about destroying everybody in China. Either the Chinese companies, including Chinese Uyghur companies, the Chinese Uyghur population, and the Chinese Han populations, and all other Chinese ethnic minorities are being affected by this. In other words, this is war. An unprovoked war of aggression of economics. Yes, an economic warfare being held against China as a whole and all its citizens, including the Chinese Uyghurs. It is also extremely racist and discriminatory, as the notion is, if you hire Uyghurs, it must be forced. Now what does that tell you? But it insinuates that Uyghurs would not work otherwise. How discriminatory and racist is that, and foul how to talk about other human beings. But it falls in line with the perception of other Muslims and other ethnic minorities living in the West, as often they are falsely, listen closely what I say, falsely being called lazy and don't want to work. Notice I said falsely, that means it is not me saying it, but I disagree with the notion. Sorry, I have to use a lot of disclaimers before people feel offended and think that I am saying that, because a lot of people don't listen correctly. I'm very sorry for that. So again, this is not what I think, but what they spread in the West about these people, who more often than not are hard-working people. And that is why also I will say it is falsely, it is a false claim and it's a blatant lie. These false claims are being used for political gains, just like the claims of forced labor in China is false and being used for political gains. Anyway, let us see what Mao Ning had to say and what the countermeasures are against the villain, United States of America.
美方再次炮制散布涉疆虚假叙事，以所谓新疆人权问题为借口，对中方官员和企业实施非法制裁，严重干涉中国内政，严重违反国际法和国际关系基本准则，严重抹黑中方形象，严重损害中方有关官员和企业的合法权益。中方对此坚决反对，予以强烈谴责，已向美方提出严正交涉。根据《中华人民共和国反外国制裁法》，中方将对长期搜集涉疆敏感信息、为美方涉疆非法制裁提供依据的美国情报数据公司卡隆等一家机构，对卡隆公司调查主任徐猛、前美国高等国防研究中心研究员尼科尔·莫格雷特等2人采取反制措施，禁止上述2人入境中国，包括内地和香港、澳门特区，冻结上述公司和 和个人在中国境内的动产、不动产和其他各类财产，禁止中国境内的组织、个人与其进行有关交易、合作等活动。我们再次敦促美方停止对中国的污蔑抹黑，撤销对中方官员和企业的非法单边制裁，停止实施所谓维吾尔强迫劳动预防法等错误法案。如果美方一意孤行，中方必将奉陪到底。
I like it that they hit back now, but honestly, I would like to see them hit a little bit harder. But maybe in the future we will see that. It is great they will seize the assets of these people, since these people do not want to see the Uyghurs flourishing and having money in their pockets. They also should not be deserving any money in their pockets. But as China, I would even go as far as to ban all companies that even remotely have anything to do with these individuals, and I would go as far as just being a friend. But maybe this video will reach the Communist Party of China, and then hopefully they will say, maybe we should listen to MrFong. But yeah, that's just my fantasy. Obviously, that is never going to happen. Let me know in the comment section what you all think of it, but please keep it respectful. We are not aggressive, inhumane, human rights abusing barbarians, unlike some others. Please drop it a like, share, and if you have not yet, then follow. This was your favorite half Chinese, and as always, have a great day.